Hey, everybody, and welcome to another deep dive.
Excited to be here.
Now, today's a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
We're not digging into a specific event or anything like that.
Okay.
We're tackling a question.
All right. I like it.
It's a big one.
Hit me.
What does it actually mean to be successful?
Ah,
You know, it's something we all think about,
I
right?
like time.
And you, our amazing listeners, you sent in so many stories, so many thoughts
Really?
about what success means to you.
Oh, I'd love to hear some of those.
And we're going to dive into all of that.
Awesome.
You know, we're looking at this source material. It's basically a series of encounters, right?
Right.
Little snapshots of people's lives.
Okay.
And each one has a totally different take on success.
Some folks, it's all about the money, the status, the big house, fancy car, that kind of thing.
Classic. Yeah.
But then we come across others who find it in family, in pursuing a passion,
Right.
even if it means maybe not having as much material wealth.
I mean, that's a classic dichotomy, right?
It is.
Like what society tells us we should want versus what truly makes us happy.
Exactly. And it's funny you say that because the source material actually touches on that.
Really?
There's this part where they talk about this couple.
Yeah.
They're on a cruise,
Well,
like a super luxurious cruise.
nice.
And it's something they saved up for their whole lives, right?
Right.
This is it. This is the dream.
Yeah.
They finally get there. They're surrounded by all these, millionaires, probably billionaires, living the high life.
Right.
And the couple themselves, they're not wealthy, you can tell,
Yeah.
but they're the only ones who seem genuinely happy.
That is so interesting. Isn't that fascinating how that works?
It is. So how do we make sense of that?
Well, it speaks to what we were just talking about, right? That disconnect between external validation and internal fulfillment.
Okay.
Like, we're conditioned to think a certain way.
Right.
Big house equals success, right?
Yeah.
But the reality is, it's about something much deeper.
And that's where intrinsic motivation comes in, right?
Exactly. Finding those things that light us up from within.
Okay, so how do we figure out what those things are?
Well, it takes some soul searching.
Yeah.
Figuring out your values.
Okay.
What truly matters to you.
Like what makes you excited to get out of bed in the morning?
Exactly. And, sometimes it helps to look back.
Oh, interesting.
Think about times you've felt truly content.
Okay.
What were you doing? What were the circumstances?
It's like reverse engineering your own happiness.
Yeah, exactly.
One encounter in the source material really threw me for a loop.
Okay. I like where this is going.
They asked this kid, right, what does success mean to you?
Right.
And this kid, without missing a beat, says, to be free.
Wow.
Just like that.
That's powerful.
It really is. What do you make of that?
Well, it makes you think about how much of our lives are dictated by external forces.
Right.
Expectations, societal norms, all of that.
Yeah, you're told to go to school, get a good job, buy a house, have a family.
Right. And that's not to say those things can't bring happiness.
Of course not.
But this kid, maybe they're craving something more fundamental.
Autonomy.
Yeah, the freedom to choose their own path.
And isn't that what it all boils down to?
I think so.
Defining success on our own terms.
Absolutely.
Not letting society or anyone else dictate what it should look like for us.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So, listeners, as you go about your day, your week, your lives,
Yeah.
I want you to hold on to that idea,
Okay.
that freedom.
Yeah.
Now, imagine for a second, you have absolute freedom,
Okay.
no limitations whatsoever.
Oh, this is fun.
Right. What would your life look like?
Good question.
What would you pursue?
I like that.
Let that question be your guide.
The deep dive all on its own.
Exactly. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive.
Thanks for having me. This was great.
Thanks for listening, everybody.